rather than having to pay somebody back and having that weigh not just on you personally, emotionally, but the business as well. And so there's a few different types of online businesses, e-commerce, membership, SaaS, content. When you first discovered, I want to buy an online business, what type of online business, like what business model did you believe would be best for you? Or were you thinking about buying, and why?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And that's where I really relied on many of your lessons. I mean, when you search online businesses, your YouTube videos come up immediately, and you've laid it out quite well. The risks and rewards of different types of online businesses. And what appealed to me about content or, content businesses are the fact that the overhead's low. You don't have to worry about physical items and, supply chain issues. We've all heard about supply chain issues over the COVID crisis. I didn't want to have to deal with that. Online content, online businesses felt like it would afford me the most freedom. I could scale it as much or as little as I wanted. I could invest in as much or as little as I wanted. I really wouldn't have to rely on others like supply chains or whatnot. So that's what really appeals to me.
Yeah, cool. And so you chose a content business. I think that's, as most people know, I think that's the best place to start for somebody who's a beginner. But I also think it's the best place for people to end as well if you want to buy a business that's quite passive, unless with a caveat you have some sort of specific knowledge that you can use as leverage in a different business model that you actually want to leverage. I know people that work with us, Robin, we do some coaching in our mastermind that have specific knowledge in digital marketing and e-commerce, and they are going to use that as leverage to build their portfolio, but they want to decide to afterwards exit out of those sorts of deals so they can have a more passive portfolio of different types of online businesses and those models that suit their lifestyle goals and their financial goals over the e-commerce route or a different business model, because that can be hard to choose. It can be hard to get the lifestyle goals time-wise and also the financial goals with profit margin-wise with those types of businesses. Not to say there's anything against it, but it's a different kettle of fish. And I'm glad that you don't have all of that to learn and fumble around with, which I guess we'll probably chat about towards the end around what it's like taking over the business and what you've had to do and learn and stuff like that, because that's going to be very insightful for people.